Hey guys, welcome to Island 4. Go ahead and grab yourself Sadia and set her on strong. You're also going to see me put a float at the bottom because I was attempting to work on a sub-paragon, although this video I did not get it in enough time. The free monkey, go ahead and place the wizard down because it cost more, and since it's free, you're going to place 4 of these tack shooters. They're going to be 203s, and we're going to eventually sell once we create 4 of these and create one of them as a 204. So when you put these, just go ahead and make these 204s, and essentially what we're trying to do is save up, but save up quickly and create one that's actually a 204. So you're going to see me go ahead and place those. And then on the 4th one, once you place that down there, that's the one that we're going to do overdrive on there. So you're going to want to upgrade the wizard just for a little bit of extra defense. And then go ahead and sell the tack shooters to upgrade one of them. And then clear out that space there because we're going to add more tack shooters. This map, since we can't do a dart paragon, our option's a sub paragon. So if you are going to go for that, it's very tedious and hard if you are going to do the sub paragon. But for this strategy here, I did not have enough for the sub paragon, you'll see. So just go ahead and we're going to spam a bunch of these overdrive tack shooters here. Your wizard monkey is going to hold. We will upgrade that. And then we're also going to go ahead and put a plane, and these are going to upgrade to 320s. We will put several of those, but before we kind of want to work on upgrading more tack shooters before it kind of goes in that little tunnel there. So that's what I'm working on, to put as many of those in there before I go ahead and start building more planes on here. What we're also going to do is we need to upgrade our wizard monkey one, and we're going to put it on strong. So we're going to upgrade it to a 032, and then we're going to place one more plane, and we're going to upgrade that to a 420. We are going to clear off that space as well, the other space over to the right, and we're going to place tack shooters as well there too. What you'll have to do is you're going to have to kind of sell the other tack shooters to rebuild tack shooters over here, but ultimately what we're going to be saving for is we're going to be saving for a T5 plane here, but we want to maximize our damage while we're doing this. So go ahead and just spam a bunch of these tack shooters. Even if you kind of place them, if you place them right, you can place them kind of behind, and they're still going to be hitting the boss here. So you're going to see me place a lot more of these, and then you're also going to see me place more planes that are going to be 420. And that's just going to kind of help maximize the damage while we're saving for the T5. That plane that I just put here, I put it in the middle because we're also going to be putting a village there, and that village, I want it to be in range of the village, so that's why that placement is there, and that is going to be the one that's ultimately going to be our T5 here. Once we get enough and we save up enough, then we're going to sell basically everything to create our T5 plane here. So that's kind of what I'm doing now, is just kind of calculating and sell all the tack shooters, sell all the planes apart from that one to create that T5 here. So you'll see that in just a second, where I sell everything and then create that T5. Once you create your T5, ultimately it's going to be rebuilding. So we're going to be placing a lot more tack shooters again. All of these are going to be 204s. And what we're going to be saving up for now is actually going to be a T5 tack shooter. So when we do end up doing the T5, it's going to be a little bit ahead, but that's what we're going to be saving up for. But until then, you're just going to put a bunch of these overdrive tack shooters here because it's really going to help with the damage on here. But ultimately, you're going to place them, and then the top one is going to become the T5 on here. So you'll see that that's the one that just placed. So that's going to be the T5. And so you'll just sell the back tack shooters on here, and then we're going to create a T5, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing here. And we're going to upgrade this to Tack Zone. And then once you create the tack zone, we're going to basically add more tack shooters. You're going to see me go ahead and place a glue gunner as well too. This is just going to kind of help with some of the balloon cleanup because of all the balloon leaks that are happening. So I definitely suggest putting some type of glue to help, and then ultimately going back and spamming a lot more of these tack shooters to help as well too. Once you kind of place a bunch more tack shooters on here, there's not a certain amount, just kind of keep placing them to help maximize damage. Then we're going to start working on our next tower, which is going to be the dartling. This is going to be a 250. It's really going to help maximize the damage here. So it's going to be a mad. You can target it on locked if you want and move it. If you want to leave it on normal and kind of move with the ball, so you can do whichever one that you want here. You're going to see me place 3 subs because I attempted that I was going to start building a sub Paragon a little bit later, but I ended up not having enough money. The good thing with this map is you can get a solid score and you don't need a Paragon. On the other attempt that I did not even attempt to create a sub Paragon, and I got 90 as well too. And I ended up doing 2 dartlings. I did a T5 top path and a T5 middle path. And then what you'll want to do is when you have enough as well too, we're going to be upgrading this to a mad. So that's exactly what I'm upgrading now, is that mad, because that's going to do a lot of damage. So we'll start upgrading our subs here, and if you don't want to go for a sub Paragon, then you can just skip that step, and then you can go ahead and place your village, because we're going to be placing a village in the middle as well too to kind of help maximize damage. So if you want to skip this and then just not even do the subs, eliminate that, and then go ahead and place your village instead. If you are going to do the subs, you can start upgrading some of those, and then upgrade your village to a 220, and then we're going to be placing 2 T5 snipers, but first we're going to be doing a Tack Zone tack shooter since the boss is still in range there. So make sure you target your dartling in range of the boss, and then we're going to be saving for the Tack Zone. So we'll go ahead and save for this. We will sell it once the boss passes, but it does kind of help with damage, so that's why we're upgrading it. And then you're going to want to loop back to your snipers, because we're going to upgrade our first one to an elite defender and make it a 205. And so that's what we're saving up for right now, is that elite sniper. The additional sniper that we're going to place is going to be a T5 top path. So then you're going to go ahead and do the top path as well. So you're going to see me go ahead and place down another sniper as well too right after this elite defender. I do suggest on here, you'll see here in a little bit, that we'll place another glue gunner just to kind of help with some mob cleanup as well too. But ultimately what we're saving up for is our top path sniper monkey. So just continue saving for our top path T5 sniper, and you'll see that we're going to go ahead and sell this Tack Zone here in a little bit because it's out of the boss's range and we want to get that T5 sniper pretty quickly. So here in a second, you're going to see me sell the Tack Zone, and then you're going to upgrade your sniper to the top path on here. And then that's what I'm doing now, is that final one on there. And then we're going to make sure that we target the boss with our dartling, and then upgrade our village as well too. Like I said, if you decide not to do the subs, upgrade your village again as well. So you would want to make this into even a T5 because it will really help with the damage. And if you don't want to use this method, you can honestly, you'll still get around the same score if you decide to do a different method. Sub in all of the subs, like take those out, and then work on another dartling, and you're going to make that a T5 top path. So you'll make it a 520 if you don't want to even go for a sub Paragon on here, because I came up well short. So you can definitely just skip that and then upgrade your village and then work on a top path T5 dartling in there as well too, and it does amazing damage as well too. But if you're going to follow this exact strategy, once we have this upgraded, what we're going to start doing is we're going to start upgrading our T5 subs. So you're going to see me go ahead and start doing each one of those as a T5 as well too. Like I said, if you don't want to do this, skip this and then work on a dartling. Work on the dartling top path 520 if you want to eliminate the subs, and you'll have plenty of money, and then you can put other stuff in there. So you don't even need to attempt a Paragon on this one if you're just looking for a solid score on here. But if you do want to attempt it, just continue following this. So go ahead, and that's what I'm doing now, is just targeting the boss and then working on my additional T5 subs here. So just work on each one and upgrading those. And while we're saving up for the T5 subs, I know some people are going to say, why don't you use Super Monkey and Sun Avatars? I hate Super Monkeys. I think they're overly priced. I know I'm going to get so much backlash for that, but I do not like Super Monkeys. As you'll see, I will only use them if I have to. So there might be another good strategy out there with the Super Monkeys, and feel free to use that if there is, but I do not like the Super Monkeys. So we'll just continue saving for our T5s, for our subs here. If you're not going to go for the Paragon, just continue saving essentially for your T5 Dartling. You can upgrade that as well too. So whichever method you decide to do, you can do either one of those. And I highly suggest putting this on slow, because especially as these mobs keep popping up, you might have to move your dartling to help get some of the balloon cleanup as well too. So you'll see that. If you're attempting to save for the sub Paragon, we're still going to have to add more towers for defense. So you're going to see me add the Tack Zone again. It's going to be a 205 and basically a rebuild here. So make sure that you just kind of rebuild towers while you're waiting on here. So that's what I'm upgrading now, is the Tack Zone. If you decide to not go for the sub Paragon, you should or almost might have enough money for the Dartling T5. If you do, then you can go ahead and start upgrading other towers in there to kind of help maximize that damage as well too. So you're going to see me just place a few more towers while we're saving for this sub Paragon on here. And just making sure I'm right now I'm just calculating to see how much money I have and how much I'll have to save up, which I'm still gonna have to save up quite a bit on here. So keep this on slow, and then you're just going to upgrade and add more towers at this point while we're waiting. I do have the other video if you do want me to post it without me attempting the sub Paragon and strictly just working on other towers. So if it does help and you guys want me to upload that and talk through that one instead, please let me know. It does look similar. It's a little bit different, but if you would prefer that other video, please make sure you comment. I'll upload it and I can talk over that one if you would rather have this one. But right now I'm just upgrading additional towers on here. I'm going to go ahead and get a T5 Tack Zone. It's going to be a 520 as well in range of my village to kind of help with the balloon cleanup and stuff while we're saving for the sub Paragon. And then you're going to see where I start calculating to see what I have as well too on here to sell in order to create the Paragon. You're going to see I come up very short on this, and the boss is going to push forward on here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys do want the other video without even attempting the sub Paragon, if this video isn't helpful, please drop a comment below and I can upload that one and talk through that one. I appreciate all of your support. Thank you guys. Make sure you give a like and you subscribe if you haven't. I'm officially over 500 subscribers and I could not do it without you guys. So I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I will see you shortly on Island 5. If you did want the other video, let me know. Have a great day, guys.